Funny.
Man, why not? Oh boy. So anywho, I think it's around that time where we'll finally start recording. And hello yet again for another episode of Box of Topics. Because you never know what you're gonna get.
Woo!
I'm wearing,
Awesome.
I'm wearing shades this time.
Future so bright, you gotta wear shades.
Yeah, yeah, that works.
That's the song.
I mean, the light kind of bright too, but hey, whatever.
That's actually the song. Future so bright, I gotta wear shades.
That's cool.
Yes. So today is Saturday.
The 7th.
Jesus.
I know.
But it's June now. It's already June. Like June, the 6th month of 2025. Like, wow, where did it all go?
Behind us, I guess.
Man, I'm telling you, I can't get over how fast this year went by. And other people were saying, like this year has really gone by quick for them. And I was like, okay. I thought it was just me. Flew by.
I think the main reason behind that is like, I think it maybe could be, no, it can't even be like the people around you, because I was gonna say, oh, maybe because like back when me and all my other siblings were kids, time just kind of seemed to slow down or something. Maybe, I don't know.
I thought the more people you be around, that's when time flies. Like, we do a lot of solitary here. It's just, I don't see you much. You don't see me much.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
now we
well,
practically,
every
yeah.
day we meet up for an hour. But
Shoot,
yeah,
that's more than most people in there.
that's
That's
true
the
though.
crazy part. Oh God.
That is true. So yeah. Uh
But outside of that, today I went to the beach. That was a fun time. The
awesome,
water just
awesome.
kept getting colder anytime I left out and went back in. Um,
That's typical though. I mean, it's like unless it's like a really hot day. Today was like a really cool day to go to the beach. Like when you go to the beach, usually
hello,
hey
how you doing?
Ashley Sambar. Hi Ashley. Welcome to Box of Topics.
Because you never know what you're gonna get.
Yes. Cool man D over there wearing his shades today. But yeah, today is really like a cool day to go to the beach. Usually when you go to the beach, it should be like 80
90,
plus.
you know.
Yeah, because it's always colder the closer you get to water anyway.
Mm,
And with you going in and out, then it's gonna be extra cold. And 60 feels like 40 when you're wet.
yeah, yeah, no, yeah, because it was 70. So that
Yeah, you
mm,
feel cold quick. Oh, we got Adriana Martinez, 377. Oh, she say boo, and then we've got Laughy Face. Then we got Trip Henson. Hello, have the best day ever, guys. I hope you guys get lots of people to watch your stream.
oh,
Thank you,
thank
Trip. That's
you.
so nice. Hey, we got Sebastian Ramondo. I hope I say that. Bro, you big. Oh God.
So
Yes.
funny enough, I think that's just because my shoulders. But so I do find it funny, and I do I just so when I was smaller, right? When I was tiny, I know hard to believe. There was at some point my mom and all my other siblings, except for like one of them,
We
yeah,
were waiting for your older brother to get out
yeah,
of
we was waiting
school.
for him to get out of school, and we were all
And we
like
were in the store.
in the store, getting snacks or whatever. And as we're about to leave, this huge dude walks in, and I mean big as all get out, like
Took up the whole door.
yeah, pretty much. And of course, me as a kid, I always say hello to people, very nice, very open,
No filter.
no filter. So of course, with this dude blocking the only sunlight I had, I was like, "Dang you, big!"
Yes. And the guy looked like he was about to do harm to people.
I look like
He
he
looked
looked like
like,
I was
yeah.
my 13th. I was
Yeah,
his 13th reason.
he looked like he was having a very bad day. And he looks down at little man D, and I'm looking like,
Oh
and
god.
I'm pulling him back to me. And like at the time he could fit under the counter, so I'm kind of like pushing him under the counter. And my other two kids, I'm pushing them behind me, and I've got my hand in the chip rack, and I'm lifting it to see what the weight of it is because I thought this was gonna go downhill quick. And then the big dude goes,
Yeah, you're right. I am pretty big, little man. And my mom was like, "Oh my god,
on the
Devin,
inside, I was like, oh God, thank you.
Devin, never say anything ever again."
Whew.
I just find that funny because much later I become taller than all of my family members. Hilarious. And at some point, while we're walking out of, I forget what place. I think it was some kind of park. There was some kid who walked past me and went, "Dang, you tall!"
Yes. So anyway, I just call that karma. So he got it back. But
Funny
go
enough,
back to
I got it again today because I was like in the pool, right? And I'm
Mhm.
all crouching down trying to get used to the water because it's freezing. I'm over here, teeth chattering cold.
Wow.
You know, and my girlfriend's like, "No, you're fine." I'm dying, right? So while I'm in the pool, at some point, one of the kids that was in the pool was like, "Wait, are you standing up?" I was like, "Me? No." And it was like, "Can you stand up?" Stood up. Like, oh no, the water is. No. Oh God, he tall.
You need to be 7 feet tall, the
Yeah.
7 feet tall end. But yes. No, but finish telling about your story about the beach.
Oh yeah, had a really nice time. Even though it was cold, it was nice. Got to actually hang out with my girlfriend for a good chunk of time.
Is that why you got the cool man shades on? Because you was at the beach today? You feeling
Yeah,
like
like I,
superstar celebrity?
I mean, I had to wear them. Everyone else had shades. Just like
Ah,
she's busy, I'm busy. We won't get to hang out a lot, so far off in the water. And I was like, this would be the exact moment where people go, "Get out of the water!" Why? There's sharks. Something crazy.
yeah, I don't play with animals that can. I don't play with animals that can bite and take a piece of you with them.
Hmm.
I don't play with any type of animal like that. So anywhere they are, that's where I'm not.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't do all the craziness. And for the people who do that, kudos to you.
You're a braver soldier than I'll ever be.
Yeah, because even the ones who do the whole shark thing, where they get in the shark tank and then they had to chub the stuff to draw the shark to them. Like, come on. That's like, a semi truck getting, you see one coming, you just jump in front of it. I just want to see what it's like to have it. No, I'm sorry. I can't. And if they call that extreme sports, yeah, I just call it extreme. No thanks.
Just, hey, there's a steamroller coming near me. Let me go and get these two lights and try to direct it while it's 1 foot away.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Woo!
that's not.
I cannot. But yes.
Oh
Yes.
man, but yeah, I also got buried in sand.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's always good to have these beach experiences.
Oh, of course, of course. It
Yes.
was funny too because she came up to me. She was like, "Can I?" And I was like, "Sure." She immediately start throwing sand. And I was like, "I feel like we should have dug out a hole first. It would have made this simpler."
Oh, the deeper you go, the less the harder it is to get free.
Nah.
Oh yeah, it is. Trust me. That saying is no joke. You don't take it serious until it gets serious. Then you'd be like, okay, for real, help me. I'm stuck. Like, yeah, it's not there's nothing to play with.
Which, in all honesty, it was funny too because even as I was just normally breathing, like it was like she was like, "You're cracking the sand." I was like, "What do you want me to do?" So at some point, I think it was the same kids too. Like, "Oh, he looks stuck. I don't think he can get out." I was like, "No, I can. It was easy. I got out. Rose out of the grave and everything.
Ah,
Bruh.
ah. That's
Brains."
nice. That's nice. Any place that you want to travel to? I don't know if I asked you that before.
He did.
I know I want to go overseas. I want to go to Greece. Anybody been out of the country, like over to like the Bahamas or Greece, Rome, Japan?
One of my friends went to Japan recently.
How did they say it
Oh,
was?
he said it was lovely. It was beautiful. The water was see through. All of it was just a wonderful time. He saw a whole bunch of like different like fictional characters, like statues of them and everything. He was like, it was a great time. I was like, I'm happy for you.
Wow, see-through water.
Yeah,
I have not seen that yet. Every place I go where it's water, you
very
can't see
murky.
the bottom. Yeah, it's very murky. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I know one of my other friends who be just researching a bit of everything. He's like our little trivia dude. He knows a bit of everything. He's like, oh no, that's because of like the material or whatever that's in the water over time. Like it was always like that for a good chunk of time. And I was like, I feel you on that, but I don't think those microplastics are helping either.
And even when it's water that's murky like that, I see people fishing. Like, oh, it's. I hope they catching and releasing. I hope they not taking those home and eating them. Like,
I saw someone fishing as we were leaving too. That's funny.
hey, was taking the fish with them.
I don't know. I never did see what they got. Like it was like coming in, but then we were driving too, so it was like,
Did you see the bottom of the water where you were?
once you got closer to shore, yeah.
Oh, then you probably was nowhere near Detroit then. But yeah, water that I can't see through, like a lake or something like that.
Like I
I'm
could see
scared of that.
myself kind of in the water up until like my torso, and then
No,
after that,
I mean be able to see through it. Like you can see through the water to the bottom.
yeah,
Like
no,
you can see fish
no,
going through and
no, that
the
we
rocks.
wasn't in a water pool and then nah,
Did you have your flip flops on when you walked in the water?
no,
No. Did the rocks and stuff hurt your feet?
no, I barely felt any.
Oh, see,
However,
I don't
my
have tough
companion,
feet.
she kept every 12 seconds.
See,
What?
yeah, that's me. I don't have tough feet, so every time I go, now I'm glad they have the little small shoe, little footy things with the bottoms on that you can swim in because I don't have tough feet. Every time I go to the beach or whatever, I always step on some rocks or whatever. That stuff it hurt.
Mm. And I mean, to be fair, that's probably because I'm like hard headed and I'd always just walk outside with no shoes on.
Yeah,
So
tough feet.
there's that.
Yeah, I don't have that. That they a lot of people in the they used to be known for that. They say they had tough feet where they walk everywhere barefoot, and I can't even walk to my the end of my driveway barefoot after somebody has swept it because I'm guaranteed if there's a rock anywhere in a 5 mile vicinity, I'm gonna step on it. A sharp rock.
You know what's really crazy? Speaking of which, one of the most painful looking things I've ever seen in my life when it comes to that is just Tarzan existing in general. Like the way he just be maneuvering through the trees and everything, doing like crisscross and everything. I'm like, you're how are you doing? Like, no, that looks uncomfortable.
I think that's possible.
Oh yeah, if they're built like rocks, sure.
I don't think you have to have superior muscle strength and all that stuff to do certain things. I don't. What I'm finding out because when it comes to working out, I don't work out at all. So what I'm finding out as I'm doing this physical therapy, while they are training me to be a military ninja, I'm finding out that everything is about your core, your core, your core. You got a strong core, you can do anything.
Well,
Anything
yeah,
after that is just easy.
yeah, I'd imagine, and that is something why I tend to call it willpower, right? Because with enough of that, yeah, you really
Oh, you
can.
definitely can move a whole mountain if you got willpower.
Hmm.
But yes, but even if you got the willpower, you still need a strong core. You need core,
Yeah, cool.
core strength.
Yeah.
Ow. But yes, core strength. I'm finding out that's very important. So I've been working on my core strength. And what's funny too is like I keep practicing at physical therapy, and some of the stuff that I do in physical therapy, I'm starting to do it without even thinking about it.
Hmm.
And I'll be like, "Oh, this is cool."
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's super cool because it's like it really balances out my body. Once again, I'm gonna give a shout out to Aquatic Solutions. They are the best physical therapy out there on the planet. I've been to several. And I'm gonna tell you, they are above the rest. They are definitely the best.
See, there's a lot of people that are now taking off their gloves and everything. It's like, what you mean?
Hey, I don't know if you getting sensitive about it. That's fine, but I've been to a lot of different physical therapy facilities. When I say they are the best, you get everything you need there. Everything.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, my eye hurts.
Oh,
Anyway,
so hear that. But yeah, um,
great day at the beach. You gonna do that often? Y'all gonna go back this morning?
uh, shoot, if they kidnap me again, sure.
Ah, hey, so somebody had mentioned this, so
Hmm.
I'm looking for some ideas. Anybody out there? Uh, what do you get? Okay, so you're in a new relationship
Okay.
and you don't have a lot of money, and you want to get your girlfriend something really nice for her birthday.
Okay.
What do you get? Anybody out there got any suggestions?
Well, for me, when it was just for like Valentine's Day, and I didn't really have a lot. In all honesty, I got like a lot of like really like cute stuff or like something corny. Like when I got her like the drink hugs and Hershey's kisses,
Mm-hmm.
something cute like that. If you're able to do any kind of arts and crafts, do something like that comes from the heart. That tends to work pretty well, especially if your person's very sincere and like, oh, I understand, and this is really nice. As long as you have like a lot of effort, something where you're just like, I got it, like you wiping your forehead, like, oh, I did it.
Yeah, I don't think, like he said, he don't have a lot of money. I don't think you need a lot of money to impress the person that loves you. If they really love you, you don't need a lot of money. If they don't love you, then
You need a
you need a
lot
lot
of
of money.
money
Yes,
because
it's
what
obvious.
what she did for me, man, she got like a big old cardboard, like the thing you'd use for like a school presentation.
Hmm.
Big old cardboard had a bunch of photos of us on there, and in the middle had bubble letters going, "Love you, Happy Valentine's Day." And I was like, "Oh my god!" And I still have it to this day. Now, any other critic person would be like, "There's a lot of wasted space on here. Not everything's colored in." I don't care. She could have colored outside the lines for all I care. It's beautiful.
I mean, it's all about if you really care about a person. I don't think you do the dollar count.
Yeah,
I
no.
know I wouldn't. Not if I care about somebody. I'm not gonna count. Be like, oh, you only spent $80 on these shoes. Uh, then you really don't love me.
Me, I tend to go gift for gift. That's why I was telling her to stop giving me gifts because I can't.
Keep up.
I can't keep up with the gifts.
Yeah.
Like,
So
hold on, we ain't got enough macaroni for this. Stop.
I don't do gift for gift. I don't do that, but I damn sure I expect. People always say, "Oh, it's the gift that counts. It's the thought that
It's the
counts.
thought that
Don't
counts.
expect anything in return." No, I want some appreciation.
Mm,
I expect if I give you a gift, I expect some appreciation. I expect it. I, it would be nice to get a gift back. It would be, but I damn sure want the appreciation, and not just at the moment. I want
yeah.
some long lasting appreciation.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, and then like again, like I said, I like to go, gift for, and then like sometimes, I'll personally put a price tag on the gift that I get, right, and try to one up you. So even if let's say she spent like $2 on like a big old plushie, I'm gonna still go, wow, this is a big plushie. Well, time to get one bigger. Like what? Like, all right, I see what game you playing. I got you.
Ah,
And that's how I am. Or if it gets to the point where it's like, oh well, I can't. She gets like a 12-foot one. Well, I can't go any higher than that. However, what I can do, and I'll probably make some really big, elaborate like drawing or something. Try to go outside the box or
oh,
uh,
just to give a shout out too, we got a live event coming up, people. So look out for that. We got details coming up about that too. It's going to be on a TikTok format where people going to be able to come in and you're going to be able to show your face and we'll be able to get to see y'all. So we looking forward to that. That's coming up. So definitely look out for the announcements that's going to be coming out about the live event. I'm so looking forward to talking to some of the people that we see all the time. Do
That's
a
cool.
little face to face to face.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Super cool.
The funny part about it is like everyone's like, "Oh shoot, when's it coming out?" And I'm like, "I don't even know."
We putting it together. We working out the because we babies at this. So it's like okay, because he knows more about the YouTube format than I do, and I know more about the TikTok format than he does.
Or
So
ever will. I don't
so
know.
so together we're coming up with some new concepts.
Mm,
Yes, yes, I'm looking forward to that. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun.
indeed.
Yes.
I just wonder where we're gonna get the next little stand. Like I don't know.
That's
Figure out
gonna all
something.
work out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it
gonna
always
work
works
out.
out.
Yeah, it always works out. All right, we ain't worried about that.
Nah.
Yeah.
No stress.
Yeah, so
But
oh,
yeah,
so
and huh?
I know. Do you have anybody, any of your friends and stuff? Because I know you're artists.
Hmm.
And do you collab on anything with your artist friends? Do y'all?
So I have no idea how to collect. Right? I got no idea what that entails. Is it like would it be like I draw one of their characters, they draw one of mine? Because if that's the case, I mean we've been doing that for a minute. Or is it like I start on a drawing and then they finish it, or we both draw something at the same time?
No, it's anything that you would do together.
Oh shoot! Speaking of one of my artist friends, hey buddy, how you doing?
Richard 343. Does it jiggle? Does what jiggle?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know if we can answer that one.
I don't know either. Are we talking about the glasses?
Anyway, I was saying since you're an artist and you have a howdy.
Hi, buddy. Jeez.
Yes. But do you collab? Well, that would be collabing would be anything that y'all would do as more
As a
than one
group?
person. Yeah, as a group.
Okay,
Or
okay.
just more
So
than one person.
yeah, okay. So as a matter of fact, yeah, because okay, one of my friends who says he can't draw that well, but I know he can. He just got to believe in himself. A lot of times he will challenge me and this other friend to draw something around the same time. And I'm like, okay, it's a nice little, especially if me and him got like artist block and don't know what to draw. He's like, I got an idea for y'all, which now that we both thought about it, we were like, wait a minute, is he getting free commissions out of us?
You so funny.
We got to start taxing him.
Y'all so funny.
So serious. Like, wait a minute.
But I mean, have y'all ever thought about like doing video shorts?
Uh,
Animation video shorts.
Well, I definitely, yeah, yeah. I just need a new stylus for my little pad. Yeah, the one I had that came with it, it just vanished. I have no idea where it went.
They have accessories that you can buy separately.
Yeah, one of my friends was even telling me, he was like, "Oh yeah, you could easily buy another one."
Yeah,
I'm
buy
like,
another one.
He was
Right.
like, yeah, it costs like $15. I'll
Don't
get
let that
on
video
that.
hold up. You keeping you letting a stylist hold you up from your.
I can't draw with anything else. I have tried. I tried using actual pencils, other stylus, my finger. I tried using the sacrilegious blood of Zanzibar. It didn't work.
And you can't let that be your hold up from your success.
Crazy.
But yes, that's cool though. I mean, yeah, I would like to see a animation short from you.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, I haven't done an animation short, but I had done that little small series I was trying to do before the program, just eh, on me. But the one where I was like slowly but surely drawing my character, bringing her to life, and that was a really fun time until the program failed on me because it didn't tell me that once you zoom in, because it was like I could only draw for 1 hour a day, right? And it didn't tell me that once the drawing stopped, whatever's in that box is saved. Anything outside the box, gone. I didn't know that. So
After all that,
yeah, at some point, it stopped and all my progress was just like kind of messed up because I zoomed in to like cover her face some, zoomed out a little bit, it stopped, and then that's when I was like, ain't no way. So
oh wow.
yeah, I never did get to. That was like on episode 3 where things went downhill.
Ooh, that's
So
yeah, that's
then,
crazy.
as a result, I was very upset, but at the same time, I started on her. I want to finish her. So I took the photo, took it over to Paint, Microsoft Paint, cropped out whatever other stuff, continued drawing her, drawed her out fully, drew another person right next to her, because she's like a robot person. So I drew a mechanic to go with, drew my little logo dude, drew him a female companion, and now I have four people, like all together. And
Oh, that's what's
it was
up.
a really nice thing.
The
I'm
creative process. And
still
then
don't know any names for
even when you doing that, I mean, I think it's the pitfalls. Like you get upset, but then I think it makes you more determined.
because it was like one of those. I can't just give up on my. And the way I see it, right, is every character I make, I tend to imagine them as like a real person.
Person
Like it's literally I made this. This is my
can't
kid now.
can't leave her hanging.
I cannot leave my kid hanging
That's what's
because
up.
in my head I tend to like imagine. And this is what a lot of people, if they ever make up characters, a lot of people tend to if they're listening to music, will like imagine their character doing a whole bunch of random stuff with the music as well. So at the same time, I just sitting here like, bro, you just gonna leave me like half a body? Nah, yeah, you're right. Let me finish where I started.
But in every animation story, does every character have to have a backstory?
Um, Sometimes I think it does help. Sometimes they don't need the backstory. They can be the backstory, but yeah, it definitely helps to have some kind of grounding because I mean everyone has a backstory.
Not the what's the you say relatable.
Yeah.
Not the what's the little characters that you be walking around in the background of video games?
Oh, the NPCs.
Is that what they call?
Yeah, non-playable characters.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
okay, yeah, of course. Like, if the camera's not on you, we don't care. If you're not Spider Man, no, we don't care about random scientist 87. They don't get background story. They are the background story.
I love when I don't play video games often. Yo, fam, I'm on two pages at the same time. Bada bing!
Hey,
Woo!
Butterbean,
Hey,
how
what
you
up,
doing?
bada bing? Yeah, so I when I play video games, I the non-playable characters as you call,
Hmm.
yeah, the when you walk up to them, the random stuff they say, it just be so funny to me. Like,
I lost my cat on the roof.
yeah, or
Okay.
somebody be walking around just doing circles, and they be like, I think I left my sandwich on the bus. And you just be like, who?
What?
Right. Be like, who makes up that stuff?
Oh, definitely. I love whenever programmers be doing stuff like that.
And it just be
Or
random crazy stuff. Like,
uh, and
okay.
sometimes it'd be like either sometimes the non-playable characters do get background stories because they're like important to the overall story, or sometimes they don't and the fans come up with it. Because I mean, in all honesty, what are the backgrounds of the Goombas?
Who's the Goombas? Is that on Mario?
Yeah, the little mushroom dudes though. You just jump on them and keep it moving, like the big teeth. What are they stories?
You know what? In the cartoons, though, I think they do have a story.
Oh yeah,
In the
yeah.
cartoon show,
Hmm.
because it's been so much of Mario over the years. The movies, the cartoons, the
The
games,
live action.
the oh my god,
Oh
it's so
boy, it's
much.
probably. You know what? That reminded me. That reminded me of this one time, right? Because everybody knows who Shrek is, right? A lot of people love him. Some people probably don't. Which, hey. And there was one time we was both at like a car shop or whatever,
Hmm.
just waiting on either like parts or the car to get done. And while we're sitting there, I remember you looked up at the little TV they had and saw a commercial for Shrek on Ice. When I tell you, your face was just,
Like, what am I looking at?
eh.
I don't don't know what it is with the obsession of putting everything on ice. I don't get that. I mean,
just Shrek just.
yeah, when I was a kid, I went to a couple of the on ice shows, and it's like, okay, even as a kid, you still be like,
So why are they on ice?
Why is it on ice? I don't understand. What is the obsession with on ice? Do they still do the on ice shows? I don't have any little people in my life, so I don't be knowing about that.
I'd imagine, and I feel like personally, if the overarching story has nothing to do with ice, kind of makes it feel a little weird to see them there. Like Shrek.
It was Aladdin on ice.
Yeah, like what? There's not a single ice cube
anywhere.
1,000-mile radius. Right. Now, when they said Frozen on ice, okay, that's fair. That she was literally, the whole movie pretty much is. But if I ever at any point, now introducing world-winning artists from across the lands, so many different skating champions, bring you Dragon Ball on ice. I'm out. We're not doing this again.
You just gave somebody an idea.
Yeah, no, don't.
It's about to happen.
Don't.
You just broken into existence.
They shouldn't.
It's gonna be Dragon Ball Z on ice.
Yeah, no. See, after Dragon Ball Evolution, I think everyone should know not to do that.
That movie. I can't say enough about how terrible.
You know what's really funny about it? I recently saw a video where a dude was trying his darndest to pick any amount of things that they did even halfway correct. And they had like a handful of things where it was like, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna count it. Like, I'm really trying right now. But it was so bad that like he was like, obviously like nobody who worked on that knew anything about what Dragon Ball even was. And he was like, it's even more pain. He was like, I'm gonna just show you this clip. You'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. And the main dude who played as Goku, he was like, yeah, I think it was just like this little Dragon Ball comic. I was like, comic? Oh boy, we starting off strong. He was like, it's a story about this guy, this little kid who doesn't really know, that he got these powers or whatever, and doesn't know that he's meant for greater things in the world. I'm like, oh God. This man really thought it was just a normal high school student story. One of those stories where it's like they go to school and they get bullied and then they make friends and they're like, I can save the world and wear a cape.
I know. Hey, Bada Bing, are you still there? I want to know. I want to get an update on what's going on with Bada Bing.
What is that like?
If he's still there, I don't see no comment, but I want to know. I want an update on what happened with Bada Bing, because that was about a week ago.
I don't think so. I think it was a few days back.
Was it just a few days?
Yeah, I feel like it.
Well, this whole year been going by so fast. I don't think it's been a few days.
The one person I am kind of curious on how they're doing is I believe that was RKS.
RKS
music? Yeah. I'm curious how that guy doing, because hopefully he's doing well. Hopefully all that stuff got figured out. Because that was the one with the lady with the crazy. No.
What?
Yeah.
The lady with the crazy what?
The lady who was like not paying the rent.
That's Bada Bing.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I could have sworn that was RKS.
No, that's Bada Bing.
Really now?
Well, we'll find out, because if Bada Bing respond, I want to say that was Bada Bing.
It's between the two.
I don't know. We're going to find out.
Yeah.
But anyway,
no, I think RKS was the one who came in with all the religion.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, they're the one who had all the religion knowledge. So yeah, no, it is Bada Bing. Yeah, because those are the two names where it's like, no, they both gave a lot.
I remember because RKS with the religion, it was like, ooh. I was shocked when he came back after that. I was like, ooh, you want to get in trouble. Like, woo. But yes. So, yes, but I like to get an update. So
Yeah, okay, so yeah.
when he comment again, I'm gonna be like, I need an update. I need
You
to
know,
know
how's
what
everything
happened.
going?
Right. I need to know what happened because it was definitely an interesting situation.
And then like if the person didn't comply, did you have to get the, the police or
It's
like
a lot to it because trust me, I've been through the experience. It's a lot to it. It's something about when people tell you, oh, all you have to do is, if somebody tells you all you have to do is trust and believe, it is 97 steps to it to get to the end.
or even if it don't even are those many steps, by the time they're done explaining, you feel like you've
It don't even be nope, nope, nope. Oh no, they don't explain nothing. They just say all you gotta do is they make it seem like it's so simple when it's really not. It be so many parts to it where you just be like, oh my God, what did I get myself into?
you know
And it's usually by the time you didn't went too far to go back. And you be like, I'm too deep in now to turn around. So you be like, forget it. But yeah, it'd be a lot to it. So that's one of my advice to anybody out there. If somebody is giving you advice and they be like, oh man, all you gotta do is
then you
just
know
know
it's about
that's
to it's the same as see what had happened was
oh Lord.
once you hear that, just go ahead and sit
Yes.
down because you know it's about to be some mess. And I
Get
mean that
your waders on because it's
uh
gonna be waist deep.
because I mean I'm telling you that's the same thing. Like as you're telling about it, yeah. Even my friends, whenever I'll be like some, hey, I have no like I'll be playing the game. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm like, oh, it's simple. See, all you gotta do is
That's
and
the kicker right there.
it's so funny where they'll tell me that without any further explanation. And I'm just like, for example, I was playing this game that all my friends recently, well, not recently, they had downloaded and they had me recently downloaded called Cookie Run Kingdom. And I'm like, okay, it's a little game where mainly about cookies. And at some point, I was like, hey, how do I get this specific character? And I'm like, oh, it's very simple. All you got to do is get
Mhm.
to chapter 9 of this other story. Okay. Little did I know, in order to even unlock the separate story, I have to go really far in the first one, and then I'm at chapter 1.
See, I told
And
you.
there's like 20 parts per chapter.
I told you.
So,
So when somebody say that phrase, all you got to do is just know it's a lot of difficulty. Know that it's going to be a lot of trouble. It's going to be 270 steps to get to the end. And then it's going to be a long, drawn out process. It's
experience,
just going to be
yeah.
like, oh my God.
Hey, how do I go into this field that I really want to learn? All you gotta do is get your doctorate's degree. Okay.
Woo! Years to
80 years
just,
of my life
right.
gone.
But yeah, it's crazy though. I find that out often where those words together, just know, start looking at them sideways because
Mm,
it's coming.
it's always those few phrases where it's like once you hear it, it's like your morale just goes down. What had happened was all you gotta do is could have been worse. It's just why do you have to say these things?
It could have been worse. That's the person that rubs me the wrong way all the time. We talked about that before.
Yeah,
It
and
couldn't
the
be worse
last
people.
part,
And
man, that junk.
that and peppy people. Peppy people make me nervous. I ran into one today.
Oh God.
And I was just looking at her like, I just stayed all the way on the other side of the room while she was talking. And she was just like, yes, with a high pitched voice. And I'm just looking at her like, I just feel like they head is gonna go poof one day because it's
Oh,
just
like they
like,
just blow up like an airhead.
like what is happening here?
And
Yes.
then like once they go, pff, it's just a bunch of many thems that be running around.
Oh, that would be the ultimate nightmare right there. Like,
Oh
whoa, it's too much for
no.
me. Yes, but yes,
Yeah.
they make me nervous.
You know what? Now that I think about it, out of all the characters I've ever made, I've never really made a peppy person. And honestly, I think it's because I also just don't. Mm. No, and it's like the way I see peppy people, I'd imagine them all being morning people, right? Like the crack of dawn, they get up and immediately, what a beautiful day. Hello, flowers. Yeah, no, go back to bed. Go back to bed. No, you're done. You're done. That's too much. Too much.
Have you ever been where you just on tilt, like on 1,000, and you just be like, you can hear yourself and be like, I can't stop.
I think I've had that a few times. Usually I get that whenever I'm like meeting a new person, right? That, it's like a friend or family member, or it's I'm meeting up with someone I haven't seen in a minute. That's kind of the moments when I get like really up there. Um, Especially like if I meet any of my long off friends in person, man, I'm gonna try to hold it in, right? It's gonna hurt a lot. Hey man, how's it going? Hey, I haven't seen you in a minute. When in reality, oh my god, yo, what happened?
I mean,
All the way.
caffeine for me. Caffeine, woo wee. And I can hear myself, and I just be talking 1,000 miles per second, and I can't stop it. I just be like, oh my god, because I remember I used to work at the airport. Uh, Years ago, they had what was called the small IT, was the small international airport. So I would not get much sleep because I was working like 20 hours a day. Sometimes, and I'm not joking, sometimes I would work like 20 hours a day. So I would exist on caffeine tablets and Pepsi.
Hmm.
So I was telling my friend too, because I was saying like, yeah, I be taking all these caffeine tablets along with the Pepsi because I was drinking like, I think we had 64-ounce cups.
Hmm.
No, we had 32-ounce cups. But I'm refilling it, so I'm drinking like 320 ounces of Pepsi a day.
Hmm.
Plus, I was taking 4 to 6 caffeine tablets. No, I was taking 6 to 10 caffeine tablets. And then my friend was like, that's like a week. I was like, no, a day. He was like, a day? He was like, oh my God, I'm shocked you're not dead. I was like, really? From just, he was like, that is way too much caffeine. And I would be like, oh, I remember one of the guys, he asked me to give him a ride to the employee parking lot because something had happened. I forgot something. So I drove up to the front of the airport, which even if you
Hmm.
work there, the police that know that's you will still give you a ticket. Luckily, the cop had a crush on me, so I was like, I'm just running here to grab something off the left, and he was like, okay, you got 10 minutes. I was like, really? So I was like, fine. I ran in, got whatever it was I needed, and then my coworker asked me for a ride to the employee lot. So as we're driving, I'm like, oh yeah. He was like, man, I'm so tired. I can't wait to get home and go to sleep. I said, oh, not me. When I get home, I'm gonna wash a couple of loads of laundry, and then I'm gonna clean my room, and then I'm gonna do some dishes, and then I could hear myself, and I was like, stop. In my head, I'm saying stop. But I couldn't. I was just like, and then after I get through washing the dishes, I'll probably just clean out my bathroom. And then, oh, I was thinking about painting this wall. And I was just like, yeah, I could not stop myself. It was just like, oh my God. So, true enough, I was wired. So I got home and then I ate. And that's the last thing I remember.
Oh, that's a
It
yeah,
was the
cause
cat. It was the caffeinated crush.
yeah,
What do they call it?
little
Crash.
crash. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, cause I already know. I be telling my friends, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna lie to y'all. I had a bit of caffeine, and I feel it wearing off. And I won't
Man.
lie, I'm gonna crash like a drunk driver.
Yeah,
They're
that
like, oh
caffeine
god,
crash is no joke.
and,
I tell you, I kid you not.
and it's so bad where it's like the way you crash on caffeine, I feel like it's the same way you crash on alcohol. You wake up, stuck to your pillow, gotta take that off, wonder where your sock is, and why is your shoe on the ceiling? It's so
Man.
bad.
And you know what else is just as bad? Like
What's that?
alcohol. Like if you have a hangover,
Mm.
oh baby, that caffeine withdrawal. Oh,
Oh, hey, bada bing's back.
hey, bada bing. Hey, So I was just asking, how you got an update for us about the situation?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
It, well,
Honestly, like it was
I don't know. Has it been a few days or has it been? I think it's been at least a week, right? It's been at least a week.
maybe.
I don't know, but yeah. But I was saying about the caffeine. No, the court hearing is on June the 23rd. Oh Lord, I'm telling you, those court hearings, because I've been through that too. That stuff is insane. It takes so long to get a court date.
Wait,
Ugh.
it's on June the 23rd.
Yeah, June the 23rd. That's later this month.
Right, it's only the 7th.
Yes,
Because
that's
I'm over here like, what? No, we're on part 27. Wait a minute.
no.
The
That's
parts
weeks
don't equal the
away.
day. It's the last.
Yes, that's
Dang
weeks
it.
away. Yes, but yeah, stay strong. It is definitely it.
Shoot. Then,
Yeah, when it comes to the end, you're gonna be much better for it.
yeah, and we'll be on like part 40 something.
Yeah, I definitely want to keep us in the loop. Let us know what happens with that because I'm definitely interested to know.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's crazy the stuff
It
that you have to
is.
go through in this world.
To have those foolish people get a grip and learn, it's so weird.
But some people you have to because me, I'm a bump your head type person. For me to understand stuff sometimes, because you can't just tell me something. I'm hard head like that. So sometimes I have to bump my head. But not only do people have to bump their head, but sometimes you gotta help them bump their head, like on the wall, like wake up. Like this is let them know this is business, no games here. So yeah, but yeah, let me see. Unfortunately, I was late to the magistrate hearing, so I had to file an appeal, but I'll definitely win. Oh yeah, I have lots of evidence. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. Yeah, make sure you make your dates, because if you don't, that gives them more time. And they're a bunch of leeches. They gonna take it if they can get it.
Real life indeed.
Yes, they definitely yes, but whew. Okay, so back to the caffeine.
Oh,
Yeah, caffeine crashes are serious. I mean, I had the worst headache and it lasted for days because I was like, okay. I realized I was ingesting about 700 grams of caffeine every day.
that's crazy.
Yes. And people that I was telling them, because I ain't think nothing of it, they was like, oh my God, girl, that's way too much. So I was like, fine. So I stopped ingesting caffeine cold turkey. Oh, that was the worst 4 days of my life. Like just constant headache, just oh. And then it was even with the whole like it was like an echo in my head all the
Mm.
time. Bada Bing said, "Whoa, yeah." It was like this echo and a headache, and it was just like, and
Mom.
man,
Oh, hey, shut up. You
and
way too loud.
I be wearing
Mom, I'm like
sunglasses
5 miles away
everywhere,
from you.
and people they be like, "You okay?" And I just be like, I just grunt. I don't. It hurt to talk. Like, don't.
Yeah, because like your voice is louder than you and you.
Yes, it
Okay,
be loud in my head.
so I'm I'm now thinking about this. Okay, so as a kid, right, because things are louder internally than they are, to anyone else. A lot of times I wouldn't. It took me a minute to fathom that just because I can hear something really loud doesn't mean you can hear it. Because that's what I always thought. It took me a minute to realize distance does, correlate to how sound works, which is why whenever I was in a room where people were asleep, I would eat my chips or Cheez Its really slowly. Because I thought me just crunching them normally would make someone, dang, you chewing loud and wake up. Like,
It
because it was loud as all get up to me.
no, it depends on how tired I am. It My exhaustion determines my light sleepiness. Because if I'm exhausted, I don't care what's happening. It could be a jackhammer right next to me. I'm not waking up. And don't let me be sick. Oh, that's really not gonna happen. But if I'm just a regular night, oh yeah. A mouse creeping in. I'd be like, "What's that?" I can hear. I just woo. Nope. But yeah, my if I'm exhausted, I don't care. You can be as loud as you want.
Mm.
I'm not gonna hear it. And then I defend anybody out there is a sleep defender. I am a sleep defender. I fight for my sleep. People who would even I don't care how little you were either. You would get your feelings hurt if you come in there and disturb me while I'm asleep. Like I fight for my rest.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely know. Yeah.
Yes, they all my kids found that out the hard way. They
Yeah.
come in there.
I learned three things. My mom sleep, stay quiet. Otherwise, that's you about to go through a horror movie. Don't tap her. Otherwise, you will go through a horror movie. And don't get bad grades, or else you're going to go through a horror movie. Yeah, that's pretty much all of the things I need to learn.
Everything's a horror movie.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting my 8 hours a night. Yeah, I will fight for my sleep. Don't bother me. Don't. And then I know once before, one of my friends was talking about her boyfriend toss and turn in the bed, so it would keep her up at night. And I was like, "Girl, either he gotta go or I'm going. One of the two. I'm no, I'm not. I will fight for my sleep. I will. I don't care who you are. You can be in diapers. I will fight you for my sleep. So
Yeah.
yes,
And then
yeah,
I
I
remember,
definitely got to get my rest.
yeah, I definitely feel that because whenever I go to sleep, and when my little brother was like really small at the time, he was like, "Can I sleep in your bed?" And I was like, "Nah, I see no problem in that. Yeah, it don't take up much space. You're very compact." So tell me why I'm sleeping on the edge of my bed, right? I stay very still when I sleep. This kid did not. Not only did he, we're both parallel. This man goes perpendicular and then jackhammers the crap out of my back. Starts tap dancing. I'm like, dog. So yeah, that's why he had to sleep in his room. And I did not care.
Yeah.
I had a nightmare. Oh well, fight your nightmares.
Right. Little kids sleeping in your bed, you will get your butt kicked. I remember my daughter, I let her sleep in my bed because she had a nightmare, and she rolled over and slapped the dog crap out of me. I mean, just straight backhand, like, pow. I've never been slapped a day in my life. Period. I don't allow no shenanigans. But she slapped the dog crap out of me, and I was like looking at her to see if there was any signs of her being awake because I was going to end her existence.
Like
If
you standing over, if you even heard a little.
I was like face to face at looking at her, like looking, and I'm calling her name real quietly. If she would have showed any signs or she was awake, that was gonna be her last day.
She would just
If she would have snickered or smiled or anything like,
Sitting all the
yeah,
time
I
just-
got you. Oh, it would have been over.
that would have been the last thing.
She would have. That would have been her 5. That would have been her. She would have peaked at 5 because she wasn't make it another day past that. Like, That's why I had to stop letting kids sleep with me. I didn't have foot to head. And I don't allow no shenanigans. Nobody puts their hands on me, but I can tell you that has been the biggest butt kickings I've ever received. Was letting little kids sleep in my bed. Yes. Bada Bing laughing. Yes. That is the worst. And they be, I had a nightmare. Yeah, you are a nightmare. Get out of my bed. You can't sleep in here.
No kids are wild.
Man, because they sleep so wild. I don't know what they be dreaming about, who they be fighting, and they sleep. But man, I'm telling you, leave me out of your battles.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like when you're young, it's the same thing as like when you accidentally pee in the bed. Your body doesn't have full on, hey, we're asleep, don't move kind of control. That's kind of a thing where you have to like kind of teach yourself. Because I know there was one time, right? I was at my biological father's house, man, and I was gonna sleep in the bed normally. For some reason, this goof nut thought it was a funny idea to stack a to stack one of those other little like blow up mattresses on top of the bed. I don't know why he did this, and I was
What
like,
type? Wait, you said what type of mattress?
the little blow up one,
Oh, the air
the air
mattress
mattress,
on
yeah,
top of a
on
mattress.
top of a normal one.
So you slid off, didn't you?
No, 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 no. I'm gonna continue the story. Now
Okay.
I'm telling him, I'm like, this bed seemed a little high. You sure you won't wanna? He was like, just get on the bed. I was like, I don't think I want to. Right? Like it's this. This
Don't feel
seems
safe.
unsafe. Right? Something could go wrong. Devin, go to bed. I'm like, all right, whatever. You want to get angry at me because I want to stay safe. I don't understand. So you're not invited to my birthday party. So,
Mm-mm.
I get on there. I'm sleeping, right? Normally. Uh, I want to point out that, well, actually, I'll point out that fun detail once I get to it. So, while I'm sleeping, at some point I move towards the edge, and because it's an air mattress, it moved with me. And no, he did not have carpeted floors. That boy was just hard wood. And funny enough, as I fell off, I woke up and the only thing I saw was hardwood right before I made contact. I was like, huh?
Wow.
Yeah. So I did not put that air mattress back on the mattress, of course, obviously, like a sane person. I slept on the bed normally, and I think I went to school that day. And ever since then, he's not been invited to my birthday. Like, no, you're done. No, you want to be stupid? All right.
I hate when people do goofy stuff. Like, come on, it don't even sound bad to you. Like when you say it out loud, do you even say it to yourself in your head when you say do stuff and be like, you know what? No, that's too goofy. I can't do that.
From this day, I now want him, right, to sleep on an air mattress on a mattress. Two air mattresses. And see how that works out, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe a lot of people don't have that ability because I know sometimes I'll go over stuff in my head and be like, no, no, that's terrible.
And then sometimes if I think about an idea and it doesn't sound that bad at first, sometimes I'll go to like a kind of judge free friend or one that judges heavily and I'll say it out loud to them. And before they, do you even, no, hold on. Before you even say that, I heard what I said.
Definitely,
I'll go
yeah.
sit in the corner.
Nope, I will go to the judgmental friend and tell them and then let them be like, oh my God, why would you? And you be like, okay, okay, I already know what you're gonna say. Yeah, that sometimes it just be like, do you even really?
Depending on the mood I am in, I'll go to the not so judgmental friend because when your friends be getting judgmental, they want you to hear exactly where you messed up.
Oh wow,
And if
you
I
let
don't
them
want
go
to
that
hear it,
long?
nah, bro, nah, I need to tell you, nah, bro, nah, I get it, nah, you need to, nah, I get it.
No, wow, you let them go that long. If there's one thing I've learned from your older sibling, I used to be the type of person just be like the person just keep going and going and going. He's so rude. He'll just hang up on you, and then he'll be like, people be like, that was rude. I know, but you know what else is rude? When I say stop talking and you keep talking.
Mm.
No. So yeah. So he taught me the whole thing of click. You know, it's a forgotten art, I think.
No, that's what I do. Like, if I really don't want to hear from, because there was this one person who was like trying to tell me, like trying to school me, and I'm like, bro, we're in the same grade. What do you, bro? You're not anyone above me. What are you talking about? He was like, nah, see, what you need to learn, what you need to do. And I was like, so I left,
Mm-mm.
right? And then afterwards, I gave it a few minutes, came back, and I was like, so we gonna be chill? Nah, see, what you need to learn, click. All right, so I'll
Yep.
just go somewhere else.
Yep. You have all
Man,
that.
man was like, oh, can't believe he left. Well, you didn't want to stop talking, and I didn't want to hear all that. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I
Life is too
didn't.
short.
No, not even that. I didn't pay for the 9 hour cinema, so I'm not gonna sit through it.
Ah,
Right? If I
yes.
wanted a theater or a drama, I'd go on a channel that had that. But
That's something else I do not subscribe to is drama. I be hearing people be like, "Oh, with this drama, drama, drama." I'll be like, "Oh no, I don't subscribe to drama. I like my drama on TV, so I watch it when I want to, and then that's it." That whole having drama in your life, when people just be like, "I don't understand the whole putting up with that. Like, why? I don't get it. What is the reason why you sit through stuff like that?"
I think they're in the same categories like thrill seekers. Like they want something exciting out of life. Because it's like, okay, both are crazy to me, right? So it makes sense. Like one person, yeah, bro, I'm about to use this pogo and do a backflip off the Grand Canyon and stick the landing with a parachute. You're crazy. Or yeah, so what I'm about to do, right? Because I'm real tired of this girl, but I'm about to have my 76 argument with her, and then my sister and mom gonna join in, and I don't know who's gonna argue against who. You're crazy. Yeah, no, I'm not dealing with that.
That is something. I swear. I
No.
woo and people just they take it to the street
When
and
I tell you, there was one time these two people had a full on like relationship argument with the baby included. You'll never guess where they took it.
well,
Facebook Live.
you know what? I've seen that. Anybody else see that? I've seen where people be on Facebook going back and forth about stuff in a relationship. And me, I just get my popcorn and be like, woo, oh my
And they be
God.
telling everything from the
Yes.
beginning, the addresses, everything. Like you learn
Everything.
the entire family history just from being there for 10 minutes. And then just chat. No, tell her she crazy for going over her cousin's house and buying a whole pack of illicit drugs. Oh, you did that because you won't take our daughter, Melissa Avery Johnson the third, to school over there on 9S West Mile. No, see, you doing too much because I told you I can't make ends meet because my dad is in the army and he has to pay back my mom because she was a loan shark. Wow. And
Right.
it's just like, yo, Doug, stop. Stop telling us your information. I know where you live now. Stop it.
It was this one girl. Okay, so it was this girl. She got screwed over by this guy. So she was posting posters, homemade posters that she made explaining what he did, where he worked at, where his address was, what type of car he drove. I was like, oh my God. Like that is the ultimate and oh my God, this is crazy. I've never.
His name is John McJohnson III. He live on 48445 Cherry Hill Road. He work at Aldi. His banking routing number is eight seven seven four eight
It was
two.
yeah, like
His
that.
social security number is 555-855-2228. And then his birthday is like what his blood type. How do you know all this? Why did you
Man,
tell her
I
this?
was just amazed at that. And when I say
His
this
mother's
was
maiden name.
these was posters and she had put his picture in there and no, it was his picture and all this stuff about him, his height, his weight, all this stuff. I was like,
His
oh
weight? Okay, his
yes.
height is one thing, right? But is what you do. Hey, hon, before you go to work, can you step on the scale real quick?
I you know what?
Thank
That
you.
is a
Love
special type
you.
of oh my God. For somebody to actually you printed out and they were in color. These was not even black and white. These was in color. You went out and spent money on making these posters and you
Oh,
went to different locations and put these posters up about this man. It's like, oh my God. I swear, I don't know. Me, I have too much pride. I have too much pride. Even if you did break my heart, you never know it. I would never let you know you had that much influence or that much, you affected me that much while I'm out there doing stuff like, oh my God, I was just floored. Like, oh Lord. And it was funny too because I knew who the guy was. And I was like, the only part that I couldn't get with is her posting his personal address. You know, so I told him like, "Hey, look, You
You're gonna
know,
have to cut your
and
hair and change your name.
I think you ought to go around and search for these posters because you know it's like people. You never know where the actual crazy could be. So it's like you have to protect your home. So because she put the address on there, I'm like, you know, hey,
You got to go into protective services,
yeah, you
something.
you gotta you gotta keep an eye out and protect yourself, because you know. But it's just
And
I don't
then
understand.
on top of that, depending on how she looks, right? There could be a lot of guys out there, looking at her, barking up that tree, going, "Hey, you need me to take care of him, girl? Hey."
But yeah, it's like well, she ain't posting pictures of herself, of course,
No, of course
but
not. But it's like if people like see her, right? Then they'll be like, "Hey, did you like?" And then she probably talk about it, right? And she'll be like, "Oh yeah, I sent a lot of posters out there because why not spill more of his information?" And then guys will be like, "Oh, I got you. I got it right here. Yeah, I'll take care of him."
I don't know what inspired that, but oh my god, I was just like, girl, I there's no way. And then the same thing where it was a battle on Facebook where the guy was married to this woman
Mm-hmm.
and he apparently was messing around with another woman.
Okay.
So she posted the woman's picture and was going all off about you got this at home. Why would you mess with this? And so him and the wife was going back and forth. The girl that he was having an affair with, she got into it. Her best friend got into it. It was so many. By the time everybody started making their comments and stuff, it was like 27 people was on there making comments. I'm going in every day asking the other people, like, "Did you watch today's episode of the?" It was just
After a
crazy.
minute, it's like that's not even a relationship. That's a ship.
I just,
That's a cruise ship.
there is no way. I'm sorry. There is no way I would give somebody that much power. You are not going to know that you have me upset. If I have to sit in a room and scream, holler, and cry by myself, that's what I would do first before I would even go out and just be like, "Are you enjoying your
Yes, I am.
loving them glasses, huh?" Yes. But yeah, it's no way. I would never let anybody knock me out of my lane that serious where I just
Yeah.
be like, ooh, boogada boogada boogada. No.
And
Yes.
that's why I don't like posting stuff at all, because that's like
Like
part
on
of
Facebook or something?
nah.
What,
Because
like personal stuff?
I don't like posting nothing. I mean, like unless it's something where it's like, oh, I don't mind sharing it, like art or whatever. But yeah, a lot of times that's why I was a little hesitant to even do this. I'm gonna show my face, eh, you know.
You got
So
such a superstar face though for this.
uh huh.
On the other hand, I don't have any personality, so I just be like, I'll let you be up front. I'll just be in the background. I'm great. I'm a great background hype woman. Wing, what do you call wing woman? I'm great in the background.
Where do you
For
think I got my personality from?
heh,
Clearly, it wasn't air mattress.
heh,
Like that's no personality.
but yes.
I'm telling you, one of these days, somebody who's connected to that man is gonna see this and be like, "Dang, that's crazy. You really just don't. You like not like him? Well,
Mm.
it's like the same
Anyway,
as mayonnaise, Like
yeah. Mayonnaise by itself, I think, is the most disgusting thing on the planet. I'm just like, whoever made mayonnaise, you just have no taste buds.
mhm.
But when you mix that, you put it on bread and add some ketchup on a burger. Oh, Lord, the heavens open and the sun rays come down, and it's an amazing experience.
So yeah, I feel like comparing them to mayonnaise is a fun way to go about it. Cause like by himself, it's like no. But if if there's other people there, it can distract me from the fact that oh right, you're mayonnaise.
Well, man, to each his own.
So yeah, that's weird. I only have like one actual like good memory with him, and that was when we was like playing dominoes. That little game.
I was there.
No.
Oh, that's why I'm like, you looking at it like, I was there. I don't remember nothing good. But yeah.
No. I mean, yeah, no.
But, hey, that 343. Hey, you need to come back and see us tomorrow. We're at the end.
Yeah, definitely. But alrighty.
So we want to give out a shout out to everybody who joined us today.
Like our
Hold
buddy,
on, let me go back through so I can see everybody.
my good old vet 343.
Yep.
Bada bing.
Bada
Good
bing.
buddy. You know what?
Richard 343.
I believe that's the same guy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the same picture.
no. Oh, Richard and Vet. Oh, it is the same numbers. Okay. Even though we still calling out the names.
Yep.
Sebastian Raymondo, Trip Henderson,
Yep.
Adriana Martez, and
And
Ashley Sambar.
thank you everyone for showing up today. You know, be sure to
Yes.
show up again tomorrow. We're definitely gonna come back. At some point there'll be like the TikTok thing. I don't know when.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna have a live event.
She
Just
knows
keep
when it
checking
is.
in for
I
that.
don't.
We're gonna announce it real soon. So
yeah, shoot,
that's
y'all-
definitely coming up.
you guys will learn the same time as me. So at least we're in the same boat. Yeah. With that being said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Woo!
Tell us all about whatever odd random stories you want to, whatever you want us to talk about later. Feel free to. There are some things we will cover, some things we probably won't be able to because of YouTube. But outside of that, we'll try what we can. With that being said, I've been your host. That's been Mama J. And this has been Box of Topics because you never know what you're going to get. Till next time, everyone.
And see if them cool shades keep coming back.
They may.
Yeah.